What you guys don't understand is that Myron is up at the crack of dawn each day to tell women that he doesn't like them. He doesn't take weekends off, he doesn't take Christmas off. He is on it every single day. And you just don't see that sort of dedication anymore. At some point, other women haters grow up, they go to college, they go to university, they meet a wide range of people, their scope of knowledge opens up, and they think, hey, women are just people, just like me, they have their own problems. Let me stop being a woman hater and get on with my life. And some of them might even end up in relationships with women. Not Myron. He is so dedicated to the cause that he has only been in one relationship in his 36 years of life. And might I add, that relationship came crashing down after the Theroux documentary. Bit of context about our boy Myron. He's 36, he's Sudanese American. His name, Myron Gaines, is an online handle. Here's his real name. Myron is best known for the Fresh and Fit podcast, which he hosts with his friend. And I'm laughing already talking about this guy, Walter Wheat, because he is just the goofiest guy you're gonna ever come across in your life. Let's just say that Myron is the dominant one on the podcast and in the relationship as a whole. In 2020, the dynamic duo brought one of their pinky promises to life with the Fresh and Fit podcast, a highly intellectual podcast that discusses some of the most pressing questions of the day, such as, what do you rate me out of 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all like legit critiques that y'all can go ahead and apply and make yourself way more attractive.
I know what I am.
Hurt your feelings.
Do you know what you are? Oh my God!
These two are very prominent in the Manosphere and Red Pill. They believe in men being dominant, women being submissive, women being in the kitchen, traditional values, blah, blah, blah. Interestingly enough, neither of them are married. Make it make sense. Anyway, today we're talking about Myron, who recently got owned quite badly at one of his speaking events, and it put a smile on my face. I was like, let me do a video on it.
Your only relationship started when you were in your mid-30s and also ended in your mid-30s? Okay. Why should anybody listen to you for dating advice?
The guy that got beat by Andrew Wilson, right?
No, I beat Andrew Wilson. Only dick writers think Andrew won, by the way. So tell me again, why should anybody listen to you for dating? Why should it? Can you shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up, fat ass? Listen.
It really made me laugh how he called him fat ass. This guy is just catching strays.
No, it's not a cloud trip. I have a question. You literally have had one relationship in your mid-30s. Why should anybody listen to you for dating advice?
This is the thing that kills me. Myron talks so much shit about being in a traditional relationship and having a woman who cooks and cleans. He has found one woman in his entire life to be in a relationship with, and she very quickly left him when he doubled down on the idea of dominance and submission and gender roles and things like that.
Actually, that's a good question. I'm glad that you brought that up.
And it also kills me off how far away he is and how many guardrails he's got.
Oh, are you?
No, I am. I am glad, because here's the thing, my friend. I've dated and been around a lot of women.
No, you haven't.
His version of having been around a lot of women is inviting very young women onto his podcast to berate them for their ideas. These women aren't even in the debate sphere. So they just get pretty women who maybe just want to have fun and party, and they're lured by the promise of like free alcohol and things like that. And they just fucking annihilate them on this podcast for no reason. They just bully them. And if that's his version of being around a lot of women, I'm not surprised that he has this smug, self-satisfied air about him. Ugh.
Okay.
Self-admitted you've had one relationship, but keep lying. Go ahead.
Okay. Buddy, you do realize that you don't have to be within the confinements of a traditional relationship to understand and date and be around a lot of women, correct?
So you know a lot about relationships?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Being in one, you know a lot about relationships.
Most importantly, I understand female nature to a degree to identify which women qualify for a relationship and which ones don't. Now,
so he's saying, even though he's just been in one relationship, he still understands the qualities of a woman who deserves to be in a relationship with a man such as him. but he's only been able to find one his entire life who wants to be in a relationship with him as well. And when he showed his true face of what the relationship would end up being, she left him.
You might not know that because you're a simp and you're a sucker and you believe in the marriage.
And I'm married, I've been in many relationships, yeah.
See, sir, that does not qualify you. Being married, that means basically, okay, well, I found a wife, I'm cool or whatever. But that's not the male statistic of success. The male statistic of success is, do women, right, you have the ability to attract women.
You don't have the ability to attract women.
Yeah, okay. See,
I have a viral video asking women, did anybody find Myron Gaines attractive? 3,000 comments. Guess how many women said yes? Take a guess.
Because they don't like it.
Take a guess.
So you actually believe women when they tell you what they're attracted to, what they're not?
Am I only supposed to believe you with no experience?
Okay, let me give you an example. As we were driving here, I saw Bundy drive. Are you familiar with the guy Ted Bundy?
Sure.
How many women showed up at his trial?
I'm sure people are crazy like Ted Bundy.
Okay.
But you can't attract women. You're supposedly this high value man. You're supposedly.
Are you gonna be quiet while I explain this?
Why are we talking about Ted Bundy?
Because I'm gonna.
So he's trying to align himself with bad boy Ted Bundy.
Huh?
Girl, that's a murderer. What? I can't believe he's saying he's a bad boy.
Bring this somewhere.
Okay.
The reality is that the things that women are attracted to and aroused by are not politically correct a lot of the times. And women are not going to be honest, and they don't have a vested interest in being honest with what they are attracted and aroused by, because the things that arouse and attract them are not politically correct.
So the women that are attracted to Ted Bundy, they're being honest, but the women that aren't attracted to you aren't being honest.
Once again, I'm trying to explain to you, women like
Logic will just get him every single time.
bad boys. Women like men that are dangerous. Women tend to be hypersophiliacs significantly more than men, which means they're attracted to men that are dangerous, that are criminals, etc. Now, women aren't going to admit this openly for obvious reasons. So what they tell simps like you, right? I like a guy who's nice. I like a guy who gets me flowers.
They don't say that. They don't say that.
Yeah, that's what the.
They don't say that. They don't say that. They don't. No, they don't. I don't say that.
So anyway, like I was saying,
Nice strong man.
the reality is that women are not going to be honest about what they're attracted to and what they're aroused by.
But you believe the Ted Bundy ladies. But you believe the Ted Bundy ladies. You believe those ladies. You believe those ladies, but you don't believe the ones that say you're unattractive.
I believe their actions. If a girl wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go look at some dude's trial who's a criminal, okay, that she doesn't even know, he doesn't even know that she exists, that tells you where women stand sexually with a lot of things. And again,
It's convenient what you believe. It's convenient. You believe those women, but you don't believe. Yes, you believe that those women are attracted to them. Yes.
I think the only reason Myron exists and his chum Walter exist is because some men are just so fucking insecure. You know what women do when they don't like men? They just don't date them. They just get on with their lives. They might make a few TikToks about, oh, I'm celibate because I can't deal with the state of men right now. When men don't like women, they sexually assault them. They murder them. They ruin their entire lives. They are so offended that they don't want them, that they will go on campaigns like this around the country, getting up at the crack of dawn, not missing any holidays, telling everyone how much they don't like women.
You believe that those women are attracted to them, but you don't believe the women aren't attracted to you. Why do you believe them but not that?
I'm telling you that they're not going to be honest with you and tell you that they're attracted to
Yeah, but they're honest about the Ted Bundy. But they're honest about Ted Bundy, but they're not honest about you.
Yeah, they're not going to go on camera and tell some random guy who's like, do you find Myron Gaines attractive? Who's a very, radically right-wing guy who's very controversial, whatever. Do you find him attractive? Of course he's going to tell your dumb.
You supposedly have everything. You supposedly have everything these women want,
You're a
right?
fucking conservative faggot. Of course he's going to tell you that.
That was so unnecessary. That was so unnecessary.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck?
You've had
Like,
one
dude, I call
girlfriend
them
as a
Jews, I call them
mid-30s.
Jews, I call people kikes and
Yeah,
gays.
you've had one.
I don't think there's anything wrong with not having relationships, but it's very clear that Myron wants it. Like, he wants a relationship, albeit a very traditional fucked up one, whatever. So where were all the relationships in his 20s? Like, what happened to them? Did they just not happen? He just seems very angry.
One girlfriend as an old 40-year-old man. Okay, yeah. So you believe what you want to believe. You believe what you want to believe and ignore everything else. I got it. Yeah.
Anyway, that's ignorance. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Whether you think I'm attractive or the weird women that you ask to think I'm attractive as
weird
well,
women.
The point I'm trying to make is that I've been with a lot of
Why'd you ask the women here?
Are you going to let me finish what I'm saying? Because you're the one that's making the claim that I don't know.
As much as men like this disrespect women, their claim to fame is always, I've been with a lot of women. Women are a social currency for them.
Anything about females, whatever.
You don't.
Okay, sure. We just built a very successful podcast, saving guys from killing themselves.
By controversy, by getting this guy to like you.
Because for telling the truth.
The fat guy's just catching strays again.
And the truth is...
No, because you're controversy. Rage bait is popular. It's not because you're telling the truth, it's because people love rage bait, and that's what you do. You're the king of rage bait, and people love that shit. People like this guy love that shit.
Women like bad boys, women like hypersexual.
Then why don't they like you? Then why don't they like you?
How do you know they don't?
Because I know they don't.
Okay.
Prove that they do. Prove that women like you.
Again.
Prove that women like you. Angie said she's happier without you. The only girlfriend you've had says she's happier without you, so that's the proof.
Ooh, fuck. For some context, Angie is the one who appeared on the Louis Theroux Red Pill documentary with Myron. And at the time they were together, and then Louis really sort of honed in and said to her, like, are you okay with his idea of a relationship? And because Myron was in front of a camera and not alone with Angie, just shooting the shit, he had to really double down and be like, no, I agree with the traditional blah blah blah. Another thing with Myron is he believes in one-sided polyamory. So in a relationship, like for example with Angie, he would be allowed to see whoever he wants at any time, and she would just have to be monogamous with him. But I imagine when they're alone and they're pillow talking, he doesn't tell her that. Or he's like, oh, well, yeah, I believe in it, but I wouldn't want anyone other than you. These guys are exhausting.
You've had one girlfriend, she says she's better without you. So that's enough proof for me.
So when I say, when it comes to girlfriend, right, that was the only girl that I provided for, took care of, etc. All the other girls that I've been with, I've had plenty of relationships. I've had 3 or 4 girlfriends at a time, had a bunch of women. So the only girl that I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this to the next level, provide for everything else because I have a vetting phase.
Yeah,
right?
the only girl you put on camera.
Is talk or not?
Yeah, if you're going to keep lying, if you're going to keep saying stupid shit, then yeah, I'm going to interrupt you.
No, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm explaining to you what it is. You're over here making these claims that are completely wrong.
Sure.
This is why you don't have an audience. Nobody watches you.
I have 100,000 followers in less than a year, but okay. I have 100,000 followers in less than a year. I live here. I'm not following you anywhere.
Oh, I didn't just see you fucking Arizona before?
Yeah, so what? I went with the Unfuck America tour. I went with the Unfuck America. What were you doing there? I went with the Unfuck America tour. I went with the Did I know you were going to be there? I went to the Unfuck America tour, dumbass. I didn't know you were going to be there.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't. You said you weren't going to be there. So why did I think you were going to be there?
You did.
Yeah. Well, you know who I am. I don't have an audience yet. You know who I am. Isn't that interesting? You know who the fuck I am. Stop lying. You know who I am. Yeah, I have 100,000 followers in less than a year. You know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am.
It's just nice to watch a man tell Myron to shut the fuck up. It's nice.
Exactly.
It's still insignificant. Nobody knows who the fuck you are or cares.
You do.
The point I'm trying to make is, yeah, because I knew right away as soon as you record, I was like, oh, this fucking weirdo guy.
Yeah, this weirdo.
Waiting the whole time. But again, I proved you wrong.
You did not prove me wrong.
You can sit there and say, I don't think you get girls. Okay, bro, that's demonstrably false.
Everybody knows you don't get girls.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I've had sex with this many girls. That's irrelevant. The point I'm trying to make is I've talked to a bunch of women, almost 4,000. I've been with a lot of women.
Did he just say he'd spoken to almost 4,000 women? I don't think harassing random women counts.
I am very selective on the girls that I date and take seriously and or put in any type of long-term relationship.
Myron's so selective that he's going to be 65, still doing these tours around America, still doing these podcasts, and he's going to be like, yeah, I'm just a very selective sort of guy. No one wants to fucking be with you, love.
Where I might pay for anything. So just the fact that you saw one of them, which was Andrew, was the only one that actually paid for it and took care of, That was only one. But I
The
had like
only one?
hundreds of girls before that. So I am very selective on which girls I take seriously. I have a very strict vetting phase. I teach guys how to do that. You might not like that. You don't understand that. But you're playing by a whole other. You don't understand how modern women move nowadays, and that's the issue.
How do you know I don't know how modern women move?
Game. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not out the game.
There's a reason why nobody watches. So get the fuck off the mic. Nobody cares.
Okay. All right, loser.
That was just really funny. So the guy is called Rafael Gomez. His channel's called Women on Men with Rafael Gomez. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, it looks really lit. He even did a video breaking down the confrontation.
Viral on TikTok and Instagram, and I wanted to go over it and review the footage and talk about what was going through my mind, what I wanted to say, what I didn't get to say, and just kind of expose the general environment I was in when this happened. So I wanted to go, minute by minute and just talk about each thing as it happens. So yeah, let's get started. So I was the second guy to go up. This guy right here, he was the first one. I was waiting. Myron was late. He's dodged me. As a lot of people know, I talked to him at AmFest. When I saw him at AmFest, I happened to be there with the Unfuck America tour. He was there. I said, hey man, you made this video about me. Why don't you debate me? Why are you scared to debate me? And he basically said, oh, and didn't Andrew beat you and blah, blah, blah. And you're not big enough. And he just kind of ran away. I called him all kinds of names. And I was basically like, this guy knows who I am, but yet he's running for me. It's odd. So I decided to go to UCLA where he didn't have a choice but to talk to me. There's a microphone and it's me and him. So that was my opportunity to confront him with all the things I wanted to say about his terrible advice and what he does for men. This guy, I don't know what he was saying. He just said some random stuff. But then I was next on the mic. This was the look when he recognized me. When I approached, this was the look he gave me, and I could tell he knew who I was. His face hardened. He was no longer in a jovial mood. I knew right about then he recognized me, and he knew it was going to be, he was in for something. Your only relationship started when you were in your mid-30s and also ended in your mid-30s?
Okay.
Why should anybody listen? So, as you could tell, I had a question. He didn't even let me finish it. He immediately jumped into the defensive. I had a very appropriate question. I was not in any way calling him any names. I was saying, hey man, you've had one relationship and it started and ended in your mid-30s. Why should anybody listen to you for dating advice? Simple question. I was just trying to have a conversation with him. Now look what he says next. Look what he does immediately after.
You're the clout chaser guy that got beat by Andrew Wilson, right?
No, so he points a finger at me and says, 1, I'm a clout chaser. 2, you got beat by Andrew Wilson. Both of those things are false, by the way. Andrew Wilson, only Dick Ryan. The only people who think Andrew won that debate are people who absolutely ride his dick and are absolute, probably incel losers most of the time. That debate with Andrew Wilson was about red pill and its harm towards men. Andrew never made a case that red pill does not harm men. So, and by no measure did he win that debate. Not for a moment. He had nothing to talk about the positives of red pill. All he could do was deflect that red pill is not prescriptive. It's only descriptive, which is complete bullshit because people like Myron, people like Michael Sartain, people like, well, even Rollo Tomasi prescribe plenty of things that are red pill.
Only dick writers, only dick writers, only, only.
And I was also being heckled by this guy. I'm going to show you a picture of him from a different angle because I got to tell you, it's so ironic that this guy was heckling me.
Dick writers think Andrew won, by the way. So tell me again, why should anybody listen to you for dating?
So I try to get my question out again. Doesn't happen. Some guy's yelling. And by the way, he's calling me a beta. He's calling me a beta. When you see this guy, I'm not somebody who believes in alpha and beta bullshit. But when you see this guy, it's just so ironic that someone like this can have the delusion in their head that they're in some way more of an alpha than me.
Why should it? Can you shut the fuck up?
So, I'm already fighting Myron. I'm already fighting the crowd. I didn't even have a chance to ask my question yet. It's insane that I wasn't even able to say what I wanted to say yet.
Can you shut the fuck up, fat ass?
And, I'm not a body shamer, but here's the thing I want everybody to know about me. You fight fire with me, I'm gonna fight fire right back. I'm not...
That just fucking killed me off.
No bitch, I will fight you. And I'm not somebody who I'm not a turn the other cheek. I'm a stand my ground 10 toes down kind of guy. I confront these guys. I go in their house. I'm not afraid of anybody. And I do not talk shit first. I talk shit after someone talks shit to me. So the minute Myron starts insulting me, I already know this is going to be a fight.
Listen,
yeah, this guy.
Listen,
this guy's a cloud chaser.
So there he is. You can see him right there. You can see his big bald head.
The big bald head.
The guy with shiny bald head with the glasses and the blue suit. I have another angle of him, but he stood out in the crowd because he was definitely the largest, sweatiest guy there.
Hey, culture, I have a question.
You are. You've been following me all over the place,
You
bro?
literally...
And all he wanted to do was continue talking about me clout chasing. I wanted to finally ask my question. I don't even know how long into this we are, and I still have yet to be able to ask my question. Insults first, crowd heckling second.
You have had one relationship in your mid-30s. Why should anybody listen to you for dating advice?
Solid question. Everybody wants to know.
Actually, that's a good question. That's actually...
Stalling. He's stalling like a motherfucker here. He does not have an answer, so he's stalling.
I'm glad that you brought that up.
Are you?
No, I am. I am glad, because here's the thing, my friend. I've dated and been around a lot of women.
No, you haven't.
There is no evidence that Myron has dated or been around a lot of women. If he's counting the women on his podcast that he's been around a lot of women, that doesn't count as like in any sort of romantic or attractive or sexual relation. That is...
There you go. This guy also thinks that Myron is counting the women, the very, very young women, often inebriated women, who he brings on his show to bully.
Absolutely work. And also, I have seen so many videos of him on his show. None of these women flirt with him. None of these women have anything nice to say about him. None of these...
That is so true. Not a single one of these women is ever coming onto this supposed massive alpha in the room. They all look very uncomfortable. They're often fighting for their lives against quite harsh things that Myron and his goonies are saying to them. And it's clear they just want to get out of there.
These women seem to want his number, want to hang out with him after. I've watched so much of this. So every interaction I've seen him with women, it's not in a positive light. It's not like these women are lining up to get with him. Even in the video with him and Clav and Andrew Tate and all these guys at the club and Nick Fuentes, no women are talking to him. Not a single woman goes up to him at the club. Not a single one.
Okay.
Self-admitted you've had one relationship, but keep lying. Go ahead.
Okay. Buddy, you do realize that you don't have to be within the confinements of a traditional relationship to understand and date and be around a lot of women, correct?
So you know a lot about relationships?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit. Being in one, you know a lot
and then
about
most importantly...
I want someone to name me another profession in which you have one experience on your resume and you feel confident enough to dispel advice and to feel confident enough to tell people exactly how it is. There's no other profession on earth where someone can have no experience and claim to be the expert.
And there you have it. The guy sums up everything perfectly. I am a big fan of this guy's work. He knows what fucking time it is. So if you want to listen to more Rafael Gomez, he's got a TikTok, he's got a YouTube. Highly recommend the fella. Think he's very funny. Big fan of his work. And just in general, I watch Myron for amusement. I'm not a big follower of his podcast. I do watch when he goes and debates people, like when him and Walter went to debate Ethan Klein on the H3 podcast. I thought that was fucking hilarious because they can barely string a sentence together. They barely know what they're saying, and everything they say is so easily debunked and reasoned away and logicked away. And one of the things that really made me laugh that Ethan Klein said was, well, I should be the head of your organization because I'm the one with a wife and 3 kids. Like, I'm the one that has achieved what you want to achieve. And they were just gobsmacked. They didn't know what to say. I really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed taking the piss out of Myron Gaines. And if you would like to see more, I am all too willing to take more of the piss out of him. I mean, the guy needs whatever relevance he can get. So if you'd like to see more Red Pill Reacts, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.